half a day. My name is Madison. So I have a quick question for you. I want you to sit back and I want you to imagine a tropical paradise. Now, some of you might be thinking about Hawaii, the French Polynesians, Fiji, or even the Cayman Islands south of Florida. Well, I'm here to tell you about a new island that you may have not heard of. The island is called Guam. And according to Botanica.com, Guam is located in the Western Pacific in the chain of the Mariana Islands. Okay? Guam is a U.S. territory. Now you might be asking yourself, how did Guam come to be a U.S. territory? And I'll tell you how. According to the History Channel, during the Spanish-American War, Guam was under the control of the Spaniards. After the Spanish-American War, the U.S. gained control of Guam. And then from the Spanish-American War all the way up to World War II, it was in American control. For a short stint in World War II, the Japanese did invade and control Guam, and then the U.S. came back and claimed control of it today. So some of the indigenous people here on Guam are called Chamorros. Now you may be asking yourself, where did Chamorros come from? Well, I'm here to answer that. So it is believed over thousands of years ago, the Chamorros actually came from the Philippines. They came on their boats and they essentially went island hopping until they got to Guam. From then on, the Chamorros have been here on Guam. A couple of fun facts about Guam. It's the only place in the world where you can touch both a World War I and World War II wreck. So the two wrecks, the World War I wreck is SMS Corman, a German ship, and then the Japanese World War II Tokai Maru is the Japanese ship from World War II. And they sunk 6 feet apart from each other. So a lot of tourists come here who scuba dive, and they'll get a famous photo of them touching both boats. I know, me included, being a big history buff, I had to do that. So some fun facts about Guam is it's called the poor man's Hawaii. And the reason it's called the poor man's Hawaii is you have a bunch of Asian countries right along here that are closer to Guam than it is Hawaii. So a lot of time it's cheaper for them to fly here to Guam than go to Hawaii. So that's where it earned the nickname poor man's Hawaii. But it is not cheap here. Cost of living is a bit up there, you know. It's a price you pay for living in paradise, as I like to say. As I go for seasons around here, yes, we do have summer, spring, fall, and winter, but it's a tropical paradise, so I don't have to worry about shoveling snow before I go to work. Although we do have to worry about typhoons. That's another thing. Another fun fact here about Guam is the atomic bomb actually came here to Guam first before it was sent to Titian to be flown and dropped over Japan. So Guam has a lot of rich history when it comes to key world events and key roles. Like the next is Guam is one of the key aspects in U.S. interest here in the Indo-Pacific region. As you guys may know, tensions between the U.S. and China have been increasing over the years. And the reason Guam is such a point of interest, right, is majority of Guam is owned by the military. So we have the Air Force, we have the Navy, we have the Army, and then soon, here in February, we will be getting the Marines. With it being a strategic point, so let's say for an example, there's a submarine that comes in that needs repairs and need to be rearmed. Instead of going back all the way to Pearl Harbor to do that, they can pull here to Guam and do that here. Most of Guam's economy is kept up by tourism. So during COVID, it really hurt the island. But at the same time, the military saw that that was happening and was able to help out Guam and help the economy growing. If you ever get the chance, I heavily recommend coming here to Guam. We have the tallest mountain in the world. You might be thinking to yourself, well, isn't Mount Everest the tallest mountain in the world? That is true. However, we have Mount Lam Lam, which is actually the tallest mountain in the world. The top of Mount Lam Lam starts at the base of the Marianas Trench. So if you ever want that bragging rights of, I climbed the tallest mountain in the world, look no further than Guam.